shy, confident, or arrogant? Hello. Which one are you presenting to the world? How are you showing up? And do you feel like you have the right tools to show up the right way? Well, if not, honey, I've got some tips for you today. Stay tuned because we are talking all about confidence. Let's go.
I'm Simone, she's TSED. I'm Simone, she's TSED. I'm Simone, they call me TSED. Like that. I'm Simone, she's TSED. I'm Simone, she's TSED. I'm Simone, they call me TSED. Like that.
All right, so you want to be more confident, but let me guess. You're afraid of showing up a little too arrogant, a little too full of yourself when you enter the room. And you're also afraid that if you're acting a little too humble, you're pulling back and not showing up at all. Today, we're going to talk about balance, honey. We are going to get exactly what you need to present yourself the way that you want to. So let's back up a bit. What are we talking about when I say confidence? Well, you already know that I define self-esteem as the way you're thinking and feeling about yourself. Well, those thoughts and those feelings end up becoming your actions. And that's what confidence is. Your actions. The way you're presenting yourself really translates to confidence. That beingness that you bring to the table, the way you're walking, the way you're talking, the way you're looking, the way you are showing up and presenting yourself to the world. That, my friends, is how I like to think of confidence. So what then is the big secret behind confidence? You know, many people are just going to try to put their shoulders back and stand up straight and just walk in the room. And that's great. It has its benefits, right? The body can communicate with the mind. You can make some progress there. But I think it's really powerful when we ask the mind to communicate this with the body. Here's what I mean. Before you start putting on this performance with your physical body and just shoulders back, neck straight, walk, 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 eye contact. Okay, sorry about that. That was weird. Before you get lost in all these physical steps you're supposed to take and making this very mechanical approach to confidence, you need to really get your mind right. It's a mindset thing. You see, you get your mind conditioned to show confidence. You get your mind to believe. And then what your body does is way more believable and way more comfortable. Story time. Okay, honey. So I was actually at an event. I was talking for the United Way Broward Youth Coalition. Shout out to y'all. All right. And I ended up telling them the story about when I was modeling. You see, I'd be backstage modeling, getting ready to hit the runway, and I would be terrified. I would look down the runway from backstage and wonder, oh gosh, is it my turn? I'm so scared. I hope I know how to walk. I can't do this. Oh my goodness. Okay, I got this. No, I can't do this. And I went back and forth all the time. And one day I realized there was a secret to what I was doing. When I finally was able to take that runway, my thoughts changed like that. I suddenly found myself switching off all of the doubtful thoughts, all of the I can't do it, all of the I'm afraid, and I changed all of my language and everything I was seeing in my mind to support my success. Are you following what I'm saying? I changed my mind before I got my body out there on the runway. Because imagine if I'm walking out there and to you, physically, I look great, but in my mind, the chatter is, you're going to fall, you can't do this, you're going to fall, you can't do this. That's a big disparity between what I'm thinking and what I'm asking my body to do. And that's where mistakes are made. Like falling down on a runway. And I didn't want that to happen. So somewhere along the lines, I learned that I could control what my body was doing by taking greater control of my mind. Not just faking it with my body and being completely in turmoil in my own head, but instead getting my mind to do and believe and see what I wanted my body to accomplish. I think the same thing is true for confidence. If you want to project confidence in a room, in your classroom, in a meeting, at an interview, whatever the scenario is, you first got to see it in your mind. That is the major tool that makes confidence really shine. So now the question is, all right, how do I do it? How do I get my mind to actually believe that I can be confident? How do I paint this picture? I tell you right now, honey, you got to daydream. You've got to start saying, man, I would love to. Wouldn't it be awesome if, oh, I could just picture the best confidence scenario being this. Start to play with that imagery. We've talked about mental imagery. We've talked about visualization. You've got to make the decision here, as Abraham Hicks says, make the decision and line up to it. Make the decision and then line up to it. So you've got to make that decision in your mind. See the picture of, oh, wow, that'd be cool. It's basically knowing where you want to go and then imagining it until you get there. So, of course, I've got 2 classes to recommend for you from the Self-Esteem Doctor Academy. NLP Modeling Confidence. It's a great one. It's going to talk to you about target emotions and how to show and project that confidence. Woo-hoo, it's going to be amazing. Also want to recommend the Self-Esteem Blueprint, step-by-step guide to going from here to here, right? The mental to the physical. You are going to love these 2 options. So make sure you go down in that description and click, and register for those classes. It is a game changer for you. I love it. And for those of you who are curious, what about when the doubts come to play? What about I watch the beautiful classes and then I'm like, but I still can't do it anyway. What do I do then? Here's a little bit of information that comes from Dr. Joe Dispenza. You see, when you're awake and moving through your day, just in the middle of the day, your brain's in beta or high beta. You're just busy, busy, busy. Your analytical mind is wide awake and ready to shut down any new ideas you give it. I'm going to be confident. Nah, you can't do that. I'm going to follow my positive emotions like Dr. Simone's class said. Nah, you're not going to be easy for you. You can't handle that. Huh? What is this? So to avoid some of those things, I encourage you to not only take the class at a certain time of day, but also think and dream and feel and visualize about your personal goals at these specific times of the day, morning and night. So when you're falling asleep at night, your analytical mind is going to sleep also. And as you start to slip in little pictures and feelings and emotions and excitement about this possible goal of you being confident, your analytical mind is not going to swat it out of the way as fast. You're going to have a chance to get it deep into that subconscious and basically reprogram yourself so that you can truly start to believe and exude that confidence. The same is true in the morning. Just after you're waking up and the analytical mind hasn't woken all the way up yet, that's a great time to also, again, dive into your dreams, see them, feel them. Feel them. Remember, that's the key. You're going to let your body feel the sensation of that confidence and that courage before you ever even have to do it in real life out there. See it in here, feel it in here, and then you're going to do it out there. So remember, guys, none of this is about forcing and faking and pretending. It's all about becoming and nurturing and reprogramming. So step 1, see that in your mind. What would be an awesome visual for you as you walk into a new room, walk into an interview, walk into a presentation, start that new school, whatever it is, what would be a great vision of what you'd love to see happen for you? What confidence would you like to see yourself project? Give your mind some experience with that. Feel the excitement of that and watch how it becomes your new reality. This is so exciting. I cannot wait to see you enroll in my classes. Remember, the Self-Esteem Blueprint and NLP Modeling Confidence course right down there in the description. I cannot wait. I'm so excited to see you. Oh, and by the way, if you haven't checked out the latest magazine yet, boom, here it is. Make sure you check it out because there's also some great tips and tools in here for you, professionals, and of course, your academics. You're going to love this one. I'm going to include the link to this in the description below as well so that you can check it out. And thank you for joining me every single Sunday here at A Positive Mind with TSED. I will see you next week. Ciao.
I'm Simone, she's TSED.